on, guys? It's Boston Mike, the Boston Mike, and I'm sitting again with round 2 with Mr.
D-Way back again.
Let's start that over. I mean, we're trying to do an introduction, so
I didn't know who you were pointing at.
I know. I said Mr., but I said Mr. I don't know what you
my bad. I'm sorry.
What you want your cue to be?
I don't know. I was confused.
All right, we'll start that over. But what I'll do is my introduction. Round 2 of living room referees. I'm sitting with Mr. Literal, D-Way. Say your name.
So
And you got to go sit down. You can't be in this. Go. And then.
I'll tell you what. Do you smell the Boston Mike is cooking?
Woo! What's going on? Welcome to round 2 of living room referees. I'm host number 1, the Boston Mike, with Mr. and
D-Way in the house.
What's going on, guys? How's it going? How's your few nights since last time we recorded? How's life?
Bad. Just been chilling, hanging out, and working. Pretty much.
Work
sucks. Yeah,
that go for you, Mr. Literal? I like those now. All right, let's get right to it, guys. What do you think? We'll talk about Smackdown first. Past Smackdown at 3/8/24 was the date, I believe. So let's talk about that one. Let's break it down. Let's talk about D-Way. Let's give it to you.
All right. Well, it's kicked off with Logan Paul. Well, we'll say first off, Boston Mike was there in attendance. We'll get your take and opinion later on the in-person atmosphere, but we started off with Logan Paul being in the house, announcing that for the first time in WWE history, there will be a sponsor on the mat. I'm sure you guys saw that. We're gonna start right there. What do you guys think? I want to know your opinions. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got, Mr. Literal?
So initially I was like, oh, money, but then I saw like thing where it was just iconic wrestling moments that
I did see that too. That's good. What do you got, boss?
I mean, it's a win for Logan Paul and his partner from England. I couldn't catch his name. I mean,
KSI
company. Yeah. See, that's why your name says social media expert. But I thought it was great for Logan Paul. But is it opening a window to advertisement everywhere like NASCAR and? Is it going to open the door and be like, hey, let's put Gatorade up in the sign, Coca-Cola and everything, and then it gets a little out of control. I feel because then the sponsorships might control a story if they want. You know, hey, we'll give you another $10 million if you control the story this way with him drinking Coke. See what I'm saying? So I think labels should stay out of it. Definitely stay out of it, in my opinion. I mean,
it's definitely different. That's for sure. And it's gonna take some getting used to because there's no going back now. I guess it's gonna have to grow on me. I wasn't a big fan either, but grow on me, I guess.
I tried it once. I don't like it, but I tell you what, I got kids and they freaking
Yep.
You got to get that.
All right.
You know.
Well, continuing Logan Paul's segment, we'll move into the RKO that KSI took from Randy, which is a great moment. Came from under the ring. No one saw it coming, except for one person. He saw it coming, but did not want to spoil it. Did you, Boston?
No. I'll spoil it now because it aired last week. But I'm sitting there, it gets dark, and like 5 crew guys come out. One's got a hoodie on. I'm like, uh-oh. The hoodie guy goes down under the ring. Logan Paul comes out, and here comes the great one, Randy Orton. I went nuts.
What'd you think of that RKO, Mr. Literal?
kind of expected. I didn't expect underneath the ring. I was thinking like down the stairs, coming through the crowd.
Through the crowd,
like
yeah.
Yep. But yeah.
Overall, I thought the segment was pretty solid. I mean, sucks about the logo, but definitely exciting. Well, we can move into that. I guess that tag team match they went straight into, which was Orton and KO versus Waller, and with Orton and Owens taking the win. Kind of expected. Anyone got anything to say about that?
You can start with Mr. Literal on this because I can go forever.
Okay.
I mean, I thought it was good. I enjoy. Like I lead Grace Miz. Without Rand, I want to watch him. I mean, overall, I thought.
All right, same. Something you wanted to say, Boston Mike?
So the KO tag team match against Randy Orton and KO versus the Wallace and
Theory.
The Wallace and Theory tag team, which I do kind of like the build they're doing with Theory and Austin as a tag team. I mean, maybe they can come up with a name together. I dig it. As a heel, I dig it. But of course, we know Randy Orton. The whole match, I was just staring at these guys' giant goddamn legs. Like, damn. But yeah, that was a great match.
I'm supposed you had a pretty good view of his ass the whole time he was outside the ring.
It's those legs. Like that big. I was just like, Jesus. Dude, Off camera though, he could not stop smiling and saying things funny as hell. So
That's cool.
it was pretty great. What was next?
All right, we got Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross, with the winner being Lashley beating Kross via disqualification. Anyone got some thoughts on that one that they'd like to share?
To be honest, I felt the match was okay. I mean, they keep pushing these two powerhouses. More important, what was the young lady's name that came out with them? That came out
Karrion
with
Kross.
Yeah, that girl. Woo!
I can't remember.
Mama. Yeah, she was beautiful, and I was trying some "Let's Go Booby" chants instead of Bobby. They didn't really pick up.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that it would.
But I knew they're gonna be this disqualification. You know, these two are going at it back and forth. My team, your team. So seeing the Street Profits was actually the first time I got to see them in person. I thought they were pretty high flying. So what do you think, Mr. Literal?
I mean, I'm happy. I want to see, I think, basically the same generic wrestler games. But
Oh yeah, I agree. He isn't. Honestly, even after this feud, I don't story. He's
Same
just gonna get washed aside probably.
Same thing with Bobby Lashley, those two guys. You know, the
Yeah.
WWF.
Really.
WWE
Yeah, well,
is getting way too big now for.
how would you guys feel about trios belts?
I love it. I 100%
You
love
like
it.
it? No?
Love it.
No trios belts for you, Mr. Little?
no, I was like, right now they don't even dispute it. They need to figure that out before they start making a brand.
I agree. I think they need to redesign the tag team belts, put them on their own shows. If we're gonna have the world title on one show and WWE title on the other show, then we need to do the same thing with the tag team belts at this point. But also give them a fresh look at the same time. So before they do some trios belts, focus on what's already there.
Like how it used to.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get to our first major disagreement because, I mean, you guys watch AEW, so I can understand maybe you want how your point of view is. I think it'd be really cool. You got the Bloodline could be a trio. You got Judgment Day, Alpha Academy. You know, finally give Chad Gable and Otis a belt and the other two. But
Oh, the Asian dude. I forget his name.
I know I feel horrible to forget his name.
Oh, Tozawa.
Tazawa. Yeah, there we go.
He can fly, man.
He's
But
cool.
I would like to see a 3-belt with all the talent that's coming into the industry. It's amazing, you know. So if you can't feel a story with Bobby Lashley, let's make a story with a 3-belt, you know, trio belt. So I mean, I'm with you guys with the tag team. It's always been. We had this conversation last week. It's always been, you know, tag team. The tag team belts are, you know, separate. Meaning the Smackdown and Raw, the tag team belts, not no more of this.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I could see that though. It kind of give faction a new meaning in a sense. Like the Judgment Day as a whole, it means. Well, I guess they already mean something. But some of these smaller factions could maybe grow a little bit more and have something to strive for. Because I mean, everyone talks about how they're just gonna beat everyone up. Like, why don't you let them beat each other up over some belts? I don't know. I could go both ways. We could talk about this all day. Let's go ahead and
Let's move it along.
Yep, let's move it along. Next part, they did that video with Bailey, with Kyla Brax talked about that. You guys have any thoughts on that?
To be honest,
I was gonna be honest. I was getting refills up at the concession stand. Sorry.
There you go. All right, we could just kind of skip that whole segment.
yeah, I'm not gonna alien there. I don't remember it.
All right. Well, moving on into Tiffany Stratton. Meechin? Is that how you say her name? Meech? I think it's Meechin.
Meechin, yeah.
Meechin, all right. With Stratton getting the win. For real. Well, Stratton got the win in this. I think that's kind of, at this point, kind of obvious. I don't think she's going to lose for a while. She seems to be a big crowd favorite. I bet you were in that seat.
Yeah, I came down and I tripped some kids and some other people, but I got my seat. I'm telling you guys, yeah, we watch it on TV, but when you're there and you see them, they look different. They really do. Some look smaller, you know. It's
It
crazy.
is.
Mind blowing for me. I'm just saying, it was a good fight, ladies fight.
No, it's a good match. I enjoyed it.
Tiffany's got moves. I mean, I'm telling you, I give it some time. She might be a fan favorite. Wasn't it you, Mr. Literal, said that, or were we disagreeing?
I said that. All I heard,
Beautiful.
and I get way to go to the corner to start jumping.
Give her a 10
because it's like, here it comes.
Get that 10, a freaking 10,
A 10!
a freaking 10.
Nah, it's a good match. It is pretty smooth. It is nice. I'm kind of curious to see what they're gonna do with her. Like, who is she gonna face? Who are they gonna, I guess, feud with long term? It's gonna be some interesting booking. What belts is she gonna? I mean, the women's only have what? The women's belt, and the tag team belts.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see, I guess. Probably after WrestleMania, she'll get a good push.
Do you
Hopefully
think
for a belt.
on that note, do you think there should be an intercontinental belt for the ladies, or a second degree belt? I guess we can call them.
I wouldn't mind seeing that because there's a lot of females. Just to see a little, because like I said, you only got the world belt or the tag team belts. That's really it.
Yeah. What do you say, Mr. Literal, on the belt?
I think if you have one, because it kind of limits. But the only down, like for the four, they were really passionate for the story with damage control. They add side like Rhea Ripley.
All right.
Agreed.
Next was Dragon Lee versus Angel Garcia. Do we remember much about this match?
I do. It was,
What you got then?
It was interesting. It was, I think, buying time. You know, I felt was fascinating for me on that. The caress that those luchadors, am I saying it right there, Mr. Literal? Your family luchadors? Just the way they can fly. I mean, it's amazing how like both Dragon and Garza can just really fascinates me. But all in all, I thought it was a good. I believe I think Dragon lost because of
No, he won. He defeated Garza.
oh yeah.
Yep.
But it was a good fight, all in all.
You got anything on that you want to add, Mr. Literal?
Being your people.
Yeah.
Not really. I just got super excited when Dragon Lee came out because I want to see him, one, because he's a luchador, obviously. But I want to see him up on the main roster. I like how he wrestles. He puts on good matches. I'm just tired of seeing the poor guy lose, so it was really nice to see him actually pick up a win.
There's a good match. Now, can I ask you this? Are you related to Dragon Lee? Are you guys in the same family tree by chance?
Ooh, you know,
We are no relations.
I cannot confirm or deny. That's all.
All right.
Had to cover the beverage so people don't think we're being sponsored by this company.
Well,
We
I
will
think
be.
we were sponsored by Pepsi last week.
I think we're gonna get
Don't worry,
liquid
we're
death.
sponsored by plastic cup.
Well, here you go. We're Quick
QT.
Trip.
Shit, I'll take a QT. QTs are awesome, Chris. You've probably been through. Oh my god, QTs are awesome, Mr. Literal. You know,
All
I don't know
right.
if you know have QTs in your island or wherever you're from.
In your island,
We don't know where you're from.
the land of luchador. Oh. All right. That leads into essentially the main event with the bloodline coming out. First off, how was that entrance, Boss and Mike? I know you're a big fan of the bloodline entrance. How was it to be in person?
I do
Feel
like
the
the
energy.
bloodline. I do. I love the bloodline entrance. As you can hear, my voice is still from like a couple of days later, but it's energy so much. The loud, the firecrackers kicking in, and then I went up to the concession stand, got a hot dog, popcorn, went to the bathroom, and I think I got a souvenir. By the time I got back to my seats, Roman just made to the ring. So,
Perfect timing.
I timed that perfect because Roman can come down like 30, 40 minutes,
Right.
But yeah, them coming out. Of course, I gave him my salute. That's how I raised the one for them. I said congratulations to Paul Heyman for making the Hall of Fame. I mean, take a quick section and talk about that for a sec that the man, the myth, the legend, Paul Heyman made it into the Hall of Fame. What do you guys think? Deserved?
Oh, hell yeah. 120,000%. Easily. The dude, he one of those guys that pioneered and revolutionized professional wrestling. Just the contributions he's made from just being a scrub till now is literally just like directing the show is just mind-blowing. And then he still plays the character on TV, one of the greatest managers of all time. I mean, well deserved.
Agreed.
In his hometown too.
To add on to what D-Way said, I mean, everything that he said, plus the fact of just his voice is iconic.
Yeah.
And the fact that he comes out and when he says, my name is Paul Heyman, and he pauses before he says his name and the crowd is saying it, like that speaks volumes just for his role in WWE currently, on top of everything he's done for wrestling as a whole.
So who do we think inducts Paul Heyman? You guys got any guesses?
I would love to hear him come out and say, my name is Paul Heyman. There's nobody else that can. There's nobody else that can really
Oh, so you're saying he should induct
man.
himself?
Does he have a kid that sounds like him or look like him?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I mean, I want that guy to.
Personally, man, Brock Lesnar's got to induct him.
Could happen.
They could.
Could happen.
Like, for me,
He's on the roster, I believe, again or something.
like, I think so. But like for me as a fan, I love the work that Paul Heyman is doing with the Bloodline, but I can nothing can ever beat him announcing Brock Lesnar and how violently he would say the reigning, defending. Like it was just amazing to me. You know, like that to me was pinnacle Paul Heyman.
Just gave you chills. Moving along, Roman said a few things on the mic. I don't know if anybody remembered exactly what he said, but then The Rock came out. Brand new entrance. That entrance was pretty dope in my opinion. The lightning bolts and everything. What did you guys think about that entrance? I thought it was pretty freaking cool.
Banger.
Take it
It was
away,
good.
Mr. Literal.
Banger. Banger. That's all I got to say about that entrance. It was a
Yeah.
banger.
It was cool. Definitely pretty cool. So he came to the ring. What was it like seeing him walk by you, Boston Mike? What was
Dude,
that
he was
feeling?
like a person away from me. You know, I haven't seen The Rock that close in years, and he came around, and I'm telling you guys, I gave him the bird, and I called him a fucking sellout. And he looked at me and rolled the eyebrow up, and like whatever, and walked in. I was like, oh my god. My buddy saw it. Of course, at that moment, it wasn't recorded because I was.
Yeah, so
I was
I'm just
recorded.
gonna call bullshit.
I was recorded, and I was like this.
Nope.
So I can only speculate that that's what happened. I don't have the proof. So we'll move it along from
I
there.
can tell you.
Alright.
I watched the live show. Didn't happen.
Let's watch it again. Did you see me in the Cody Rhodes jersey? Red belt across my chest. So
I was too busy
across my
watching the
chest.
actual
So
product walking to the ring. So
All right. Well, he got in the ring. He said some few things on the mic. I don't think he called anyone crackheads. I don't think he really insulted the crowd too much, honestly. Not from what I can remember. Did he?
I think a little bit. Something about Dallas. It was not long because we all know the past Smackdown went way too long and they got a lot of heat for that. So
Hey, I was right on our over-under. I just wanted to throw that out there. I said under 45. Didn't y'all both say over?
Oh yeah. You're right.
well,
You did.
I don't think Boston Mike or myself thought that they were gonna end the show with that.
I didn't know that either.
Well, I think you had an insider tip.
Hey, I am the social media expert, so.
Exactly.
So-
which is why I think you had information and you weren't giving it.
So I'm gonna start the Cody interaction. I'm gonna start the Cody interaction I had. His music popped on, and all of a sudden I was looking at the screen, waiting for him, and the mother comes out of the crowd. Okay, he just comes coming down the crowd, and it was electrifying, man. I screaming, everyone was around. He was a person in front of me, like I was reaching out, talking to him, and guy didn't break character for one moment. I can hear all these people saying, crybaby Cody, you suck. But then you got people, I love you, marry me. Seriously, I heard that, I swear.
That's probably you saying marry me.
Shh. And all the people screaming, and he's just staying so focused in character, like nothing could faze them. And obviously there was parts where you guys high saw and they didn't, but he was talking to somebody and he had the biggest smile on his face. I love it. He electrifies the crowd. He blows it up. He just pumps everybody up.
It's cool. If you actually go on the Living Room Referees TikTok page, you can actually get a glimpse of what Boston Mike saw at the end of the video. So.
It's a once in, I don't know, opportunity. I mean, yes, I'm getting tickets for June 14th, but can't go on forever going to live events. But I would like to all of us to get to one point, because I know we're all parts of the country or world in Mr. Literal's area. But I would love one day for all of us because I think we could just not to knock on the guys I went with. They're great guys, but they don't have that like hyper craziness feeling. You know, they were cheering, they were saying things, but they weren't like me, my level of just did 6 lines of coke in the back with the Ultimate Warrior back in the day, you know, because I was just on fire. But yeah, I think the 3 of us making it to like a big event maybe someday, or
Someday.
it would be great because I think you guys would be in the same level as me. The next 2 days, you have no voice. For 2 days, I sounded like Stone Cold. It was beautiful. That's my wife and kids.
Then they cut their little
then we saw
promo.
everyone. The other side of the room, you got to
Yep.
hear the
Oh,
architect.
your song. You heard the
Love
song. How was
Visionary.
that?
I mean, you guys saw him too. I didn't see him come down the ramp because I was too
Yeah.
focused on Cody. Love you, baby. But once I saw who it was and that giant goddamn coat, you want to take a second to talk about that giant coat?
Yeah, it looked like a
Give it
comforter.
thumbs up or thumbs down? What? I'm going thumbs up.
I'm good with it. It just looks way too
Dude,
hot.
it was-
He looked hot as fuck.
It was so. It was comfortable in there, I guess, but that thing was huge. It looked like an igloo. I thought he had picked up a whole igloo and just wrapped it around and just carried it around. So once everyone saw really him down the other end, his music broke out, and that was electrifying. Just beautiful.
That's cool.
And then
Seth freaking Rollins.
that's freaking Rollins. There's a lot of people out there. We didn't discuss the giant security for Roman and Rock, and this giant security for Cody and Seth. Do they need them?
They just gotta build the moment, I guess. I don't know. What was the point of the security, anyways? They're just gonna beat them up and throw them aside.
Got to give these future wrestlers a chance.
Yes, I guess so, right?
What was the point of the suspended New York police officers? You know, same thing.
For real.
These are my friends, New York City's finest police. They're on suspension, but they're working for me today. That was, yeah, seeing everybody was cool like that. And they did their blah, blah, blah. We all watched it.
Yep.
Who do you think had the better smack talk this week? You first, Mr. Or do you think the Cody group or the Rock group had the better smack talk?
I
Okay.
take it. I know. The Rock called. The Rock was talking a lot about being the boss, the head of the table, the TKO stuff. I think it's just all talk. Excuse me. And then I thought the best moment was when Seth Rollins freaked out. It was like, "Listen to me, Mr. Middle Life Crisis, and just fucking
That was
accept your
hilarious.
challenge." I thought that was pretty good. And then I think The Rock called Cody a mistake or something like that. And then
Yeah.
the slap heard round the world.
Just slap her and
Smacked the poop out of The Rock. I thought it was
smack the poop out of the
thought it was great. Thought it was great.
Yeah.
Well needed. They needed an answer. I mean, after the first slap, it's not like they haven't. He needed the answer. Cody looked like a little girl for not getting slapped in the face the first time.
You're right, but maybe he was a better man because that was a weak slap, dude. I mean, I think everybody was about to see that coming.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like right there. But The Rock not retaliating or anything. Sitting there
I know.
doing The Rock. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but a man slaps me across the face. Probably gonna go inside and cry about it, but so yeah. Then he walks down, leaves. Nobody sees anything, you know. Ends for the airtime, right?
Nah, it ended right after the slap.
Yeah, ref slap.
Yeah.
So there's some things that happen, and maybe I'll talk about it next time. But after the slap, they just walked their separate ways. But what Seth Rollins was doing, I was on my seat dying. He was just saying, fuck you, I got you, to The Rock and Roman. It was just like, damn, like, he knows he's not on the air and he's saying this stuff. Is he for the crowd? Or is it for, you know, the story? Or is it really, I hate you, get the fuck out of here? What do you guys think?
I think.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry. I don't know. I mean, we didn't see that on TV, so I don't really know how to think, but at the same time, it's also Seth Rollins, and he is, from what I've seen on TV and social media, like an ultimate troll and an ultimate clown. So it could be a number of angles.
I also think too lately they've been kind of blurring those lines between what's real and what's not, and I think they've been doing some stuff off the air because they know it's going to get to social media and people are recording. So is that kind of continuing the story and keeping it kayfabe? I think so. It's that way to generate interest, I guess, because you don't know what's real or what's not real anymore. So I kind of like it. I think he's purposely doing it. I think they're going backstage and having a few beers together at the end of the day. But yeah, I think they're doing that more. And you're going to see more and more stuff like that, I think. All right, leading into this past Monday Night Raw, we had Drew starting off the show, talking
Before you get
stuff.
started, let me just interrupt you. No, perfect. This is perfect timing. Mr. Literal, I did not attend Raw, so you're going to enjoy this segment. Hey, bud. This segment you're going to enjoy better because I have no live experience of being there. So let's get back to it. I didn't mean to interrupt you, D-Wave.
No.
I had to point across that I was not here, so you're not going to hear any opinion or facts of me being here.
So basically, Drew was talking about how he didn't need the bloodline to help him win, essentially. And then Seth came out and pretty much said, yeah, you do. Every win, the bloodline's out here helping you. They went back and forth pretty much. I know, I think Seth hurt McIntyre's ego a little bit more. Felt like Seth took that promo, but overall, I thought it was actually a good way to start off Raw. I thought it was pretty exciting. You guys got anything to add to that?
I'm going to give that to Mr. Literal, seeing how Drew's one of his favorite.
Yeah, it's... so, I'm going to start this off by saying I love Seth Rollins, but he needs to leave Drew alone. That's my boy. You know, I can't have Seth Rollins in that ring talking trash and getting underneath his skin and getting in his head, man. I need Drew McIntyre to go to WrestleMania and get that W.
Get that W. I think he's going to get that W too, but that's a different story. We'll save that whole conversation for a prediction show. But anyways,
leading up to WrestleMania, saying so. Yeah, I agree.
Yep. All right.
I can't wait for WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is going to be good.
All
right. That led straight into the Becky versus Liv Morgan match, which I thought was a banger of a match. Good match. I was kind of surprised by the ending, I guess, almost. I kind of figured Lynch would win, but I didn't think it would be clean the way it was. I thought maybe Nia Jax would come out and smash everybody, but other than that, that was a good match. Pretty good. Anyone else? Mr. Literal, you got anything you want to throw on that?
I mean, I thought it was a good match. I'm going to double down on what I said last episode. Becky Lynch needs to go. I'm done with her. Liv Morgan should have won the match. I don't care who disagrees with me. Becky Lynch needs to retire or become a manager. I'm just so done with seeing her put over on everybody. Like, her time has passed.
I feel I'm over the fence on agreeing with you. So it's tough because I don't like watching Becky Lynch fight because she puts up a good fight, but I also feel where you're coming from. It's like, all right, let this new generation. You had your time. You've been in for some ideas. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I agree with you, Mr. Limbo.
I'll double down and reiterate what I mean. I don't want to watch Becky wrestle. She doesn't move the way she used to. Her matches are kind of sad, in my opinion, compared to what they used to be. Like, she's getting older. She can't still compete at the high level that she used to. So that's why I'm like, get her off the TV. Let her go do something else, you know?
All right. We will let her do something else then. Nah, I see where you're coming from. She's kind of stiff. She's not the same worker she used to be. She's kind of... I don't know. I don't know why they honestly... I don't know why she's going to WrestleMania. She shouldn't have won the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I agree.
No, she won Elimination or Royal Rumble? She won the Rumble.
The Rumble, yeah.
No, Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, you are right. That is right.
Yeah, that's quite a brave fight. Who won the Rumble for the ladies?
Bailey did.
Bailey, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bailey.
Man, we talked about this last week. And now
I know, right?
Bailey.
Oh,
Yeah.
How could we forget? We watch a lot of wrestling.
everybody.
All right, Bailey.
gets Bailey.
You won the Rumble. Becky Lynch won the Chamber. Yeah, because
Disrespect
Edro
is
got-
absolutely disgusting.
we got to get a nice. You know what? Perfect, right behind D Way. Our board of our scores right there from all
There you
our
go.
fights. I think we should.
Maybe
do
I
that.
get like a dry erase marker, dry erase
Yeah.
board or something, and hang it up back there.
That looks like it could take some crayon on it. Just write crayon all over it.
For real, I need to redo it anyways. We had the announcement of what I think is going to be a crazy good match. The 6-pack tag team ladder match for the championship at Mania. The two GMs announced that. I think that match is going to be awesome. You guys got anything about that?
Bro. So, as both of you know, I watch Raw typically Tuesday or Wednesday, because both Brooke and I work our schedules, and then we watch it together. When I saw that, I actually texted D-Way and was like, bro, a 6-pack ladder match? Absolutely mind blown. I can't wait. I'm excited to see the matchups, to see who gets to actually be in that match. Like, I just got even more excited for WrestleMania because it just added another story, another component. I think it's going to be awesome.
Priest and Finn didn't find that
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, they were kind of mad.
Oh yeah. Do people agree with them? I mean, shouldn't they dictate what kind of match they should have? Because they are the champs, but
Nah, you do what the
I'm-
boss
I'm-
says.
I'm interested in that type of match. I really am. But
You know WrestleMania too. It's gonna be a crazy good ladder match. They're probably gonna break out some like extra tall ladders for that match.
break up the ambulance. Let's go. Someone's gonna
Right.
get hurt. Okay. This is your mama's.
Next we
wrestling.
had. What did we have next? Oh, we had the women's tag team action.
Oh, that was a Hartwell and
Yeah, Hartwell and LeRae versus Dupree and Nile, with Hartwell and LeRae taking the victory.
that was a boring match. Sorry.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say.
It was kind of boring. Sorry.
So I only have one thing to say. It's more like a statement / a question. Was that crap that Candice LeRae was yelling at Maxine Dupree scripted, or is she just an absolute bitch?
What was she screaming?
You don't
She was
remember?
screaming something about like her dead brother, this, that, and the other thing.
She's worthless.
Yeah,
Oh, I
like
remember that.
I was watching it with Brooke, and we're both just staring at the TV, staring at each other, like, "Yo, is this scripted? Is she going off script? What the hell is going on right now?"
Yeah. I agree with you. Like, why is she getting yelled at? I'm like, are you wrestling or are we having soap opera woman? I mean, yes, it's a men's and women's soap opera wrestling nowadays, but I agree with you. I was like,
I guess
that was
Hartwell did not appear to sold on LeRae's cutting words either. Maybe they're breaking up at some point.
I didn't even know they were together.
Yeah, I didn't either. So maybe they're a
I
new
just
tag
knew-
team, old tag team.
I just knew not Candice LeRae. The other one was with the Creed brothers.
Oh, that's right. I know.
The one that's got like all them muscles and stuff.
All them muscles.
yeah, she was rolling with them, and now she's tag teaming. We get too many tag team matches going.
What? Well, it's the women's. They ain't got nothing else to fight for except for tag teams and a world title, like we were talking about earlier. So, might as well fight a tag team.
I say, bring back maybe a hardcore belt, women's and men. Yeah, I'm all over that. Hardcore. But moving on.
All right.
sorry.
Next, we got the Michael Cole interview. Oh, yep, the Cody Rhodes interview, where Michael Cole sat down. I thought it was a good interview. I really don't remember exactly word for word what he said, but basically it was pretty deep. I think he might have shed a tear in there somewhere.
Cody did, yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty. It was a good promo. I thought it was well done.
I don't know. The promos I don't know about the promos because Cody's got that width. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts that. Finish the story. Sorry, Cody. I'm not making fun of you. It's just Why are you shaking your head?
I never thought I'd see the day that that I would see Boston Mike insult Cody Rhodes in any manner.
No, I'm
Right.
not a genius. I'm not a public speaker. I'm just a wise ass guy. But every time I watch it, it's like I focus. If anybody else agrees with me, comment down there because focus on that. It's like, thank you for having me, Michael Cole. And I will finish the story. All I keep thinking in my head is fucker and fucker attack. So I know it's a shocker, but I pick up. He's not the only one. There's a lot of them I'll pick up because you guys. I know you guys when we watch wrestling together because I'm always talking about things in the crowd. See that guy. What is that person wearing? And you guys are like, we're not really paying attention to that. I don't even say why you would. It just I always have to look at every little detail of it. And when they're doing their talk about promos and stuff, and they get that whiff, I pick it up. Bailey has it.
Bailey has a list.
I understand what they're going through with the cameras and always in their
Cameras.
Cameras. You just have it with the cameras all in their faces, and probably go through.
Are you saying how much confidence though that takes? Me and the wife were talking about that. We were actually talking about Cody Rhodes' lisp and how much confidence he has to have to speak in front of millions of people essentially with that lisp. That's pretty outstanding, and for him to be such a great and confident speaker, I think is hats off to him, 100%.
I agree. It's nerve-wracking talking probably 26,000. I could scream things and say things because I'm an idiot, or I'm a wise ass too, but it is what it is, I think he's just tries too hard with the whip. But moving on from the whip.
No more lisp. All right, we had the women's tag team title match, the Kabuki Warriors versus Shayna and Zoe, with the Kabuki Warriors retaining. Shocker. Anyone got anything to say about this match?
Start with Miss Literal. I mean, he's a Kabuki Warrior fan. Are you not?
I'm not.
I
I
thought
think we established last week he hates damage control.
Yeah,
it's not damage control anymore.
The only thing I have to say about that match is I'm just really happy that Shayna Baszler does not have the belts. Other than that, I have nothing.
All right, moving on.
All right, next we had R-Truth versus Damian Priest, which
Ooh, that was a
I
good
liked.
match.
R-Truth can go for being 7,500 years old. Damian Priest can obviously go. I liked it. So, Literal, you had anything on this match?
Just a really funny story. So we were watching it, and I knew the Gauntlet match was coming up, and I heard the Judgment Day theme, so I'm like, oh, here comes JD McDonough. Mind you, I was super stoned at the time. So then I turn around, and next thing I know, Damian Priest is wrestling R-Truth. I had no clue what was going on for a solid 5 minutes.
R-Truth is gold.
He can. R-Truth could rumble. I mean, Priest is a big boy. He's a warrior. He's a fighter. He's a champ. So R-Truth, and he's not so snowflake, but he put up a good fight.
R-Truth can rap too. He used to like
That
freestyles on
freestyle
entrances.
coming in, he did. You and I were both watching together, and we're like, "Is he freestyling coming in? Look at that! I wish I could do that. I can't walk,
Right.
talk, and chew gum at the same time."
The Priest ended up winning that anyways. Judgment Day all beat down R-Truth. Kind of probably saw that coming. All right, heading into. Would you have anything anybody wanted to add to that?
No, I'm good. I
No?
got nothing.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Then main event, Jey Uso came out and
Yeet!
issued a challenge to his brother Jimmy, which I think we all kind of saw coming at some point. Be a good match. I think that could be a good, lots of emotion type match. Curious to see how that goes.
At Mania?
Yeah, at Mania.
Yeah, I think Mania would be epic with them. But should it be a special fight, like maybe a cage match, a street fight? I feel it needs to be a special fight, a simple one-on-one.
Yeah, maybe like an I Quit fight. Which
Yeah.
brother is weaker?
Which Yeet wins? Yeet or no
Which
Yeet?
Yeet or no Yeet?
So I think there needs to be bragging rights or something like, I beat your ass in Hell in a Cell. I beat your ass in, street fights and hardcore matches. I feel like it needs to be a special fight. Nothing plain. Bring it all. Bring it all. What do you think, Mr. Lopez?
Yeah, so my only question, so I remember seeing the video a while back between Jay and Jimmy, and with this match potentially being booked because it hasn't quote-unquote been confirmed, are they going to retire after? Because I remember seeing this thing saying that they wanted that to be their last, like, hurrah type thing, and they go out facing each other, brother versus brother at WrestleMania.
I think they're too young to retire.
That's a good question, though. I mean, they've been around for a hot minute, though. I mean, they're only like, I would say, late 30s? I mean, that's relatively young, but they've been wrestling since I think they were like 16, 17.
Jeez.
So they've been there for a minute. I mean, I could definitely, I don't think a full-fledged retirement, but maybe like, kind of like a Roman Reigns type schedule. Just shows up whenever he wants every couple months.
So yeah, the Usos. It's gonna be a fascinating match, but I like to see it. A special edition match. What do you think?
I agree. I definitely want to see some type of special match. I think I Quit match would be perfect. Remember as a kid, I don't know if you guys have a brother or sister or cousin you wanted to fight with. Isn't that the objective? Is to make your siblings say I quit or give up? That's what I want to see. An I Quit match.
My brother beat the shit out of me. 7 years older, and he was a big mother. So yeah. Of course, I mean, you always want to be better than your siblings,
right?
Deep down.
Well, either way, we know Solo's getting involved. That's their other brother.
Yeah.
At some point, he's going to make his presence felt. Now, I've been hearing some rumblings on the social media. Maybe Rikishi is a guest referee for the match. Ooh. I think that would be kind of cool, right? I think that's more of a fan. Referees. I think that's more of a fan theory so far. I don't think anything's been. Rikishi did tweet out something that kind of stirred the pot. I don't remember exactly what it is, but some people would like to see a Rikishi special guest referee. I think it would be pretty cool.
That ref's not going to move around a lot, is he?
No, he's doing shows on the independent scenes. Occasionally, he'll get in there and throw his weight around, put his ass in someone's face, the usual. But obviously not like he was.
Maybe Mama Rikishi can come out and ref it.
Mama Rikishi?
Or maybe the bell announcer, I don't know.
They just have a big family reunion in the ring and just beat the hell out of each other.
Oh, that would be funny. Yeet! End it with a yeet. End it with a yeet.
All I know is if Rikishi comes out, he better be stink facing everybody.
Oh, he better give Jay and Jimmy a stink. And so they all get stink faces.
All of them.
That would be hilarious. All right, let's go ahead and head into the buzzkill of the entire show, the gauntlet match, and Sami Zayn winning.
I feel like I need a ring.
How disappointing is that? I was heartbroken. Chad Gable beat the hell out of this dude for a solid, 15, 20 minutes? I don't even know. And then you beat him on a weak-ass pin like that? No, that was dumb. So dumb.
You were angry. You were angry.
I was upset. It just didn't make any sense.
It was weak. It was weak.
It was.
I mean, the 4 other fighters did a great job. I mean, Big Boy Bronson.
Yeah, the whole match was amazing.
Sorry, Mr. Literal is one of his favorite, Big Boy Bronson Reed, right?
I just had 3 going in. That was either Bronson Reed, Chad Gable, or Shinsuke. I was okay with winning. And, excuse me, I had a feeling that Sami was going to win, because that's just how it's been going with his sad story of, I need to prove that I'm relevant. No one cares, okay? Chad Gable needs a belt. Chad Gable needs a win. He needs a championship push.
I think that's all around agreement. Why do you talk to your relative there, Mr. D-Way, Sami Zayn? Tell him to retire or something.
Now, see what I was trying to do is we were all hearing some rumors about some Brock Lesnar's. I was gonna give a call to Brock Lesnar and hopefully he'd come out and smash Sammy, but that
That would
did
be
in
epic.
fact not. I honestly thought that he was gonna come to the ring before the end of that match, insert himself in the match, and
I
just
did
dominate.
too. Somehow. I agree. I did too. I was waiting for the music or something.
But
All
that
the
did not
talk about
happen.
Brock Lesnar coming out.
So supposedly they add him back to the WWE site,
Yeah.
but I saw another article that said that he was already on the website to begin with. No one ever took him down, so I don't know. Nobody really knows right now. At least we'll just have to
Buckle up and enjoy the
Yeah,
ride.
is what Boston Mike says. Buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Because
I'm
what's
hoping
going
he
on?
comes back.
Oh, you love Brock.
That's
What's
amazing.
happening with the Logan Paul belt? Is that up for a match yet for Mania?
I don't think they've announced anything yet.
We got the Intercontinental. We got the heavyweights. We got the Intercontinental. We got what match? What about we missing? The tag teams we got going.
That one, really, and the women's tag.
Oh yeah, women tags. We'll probably cool something with that's coming soon because we're what? How many weeks after WrestleMania? Like 3, 4?
Shoot, I think like 3.5.
4,
Yeah,
Let me
3 to
see.
4.
1, 2.
April 6th, right?
Oh, damn, no. We have 3 full weeks.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Because WrestleMania starts 3 weeks from this Saturday.
Okay, you can come with me.
Yeah, I think within. Okay.
No, you're good.
I think within the next couple of weeks, I think we're gonna find out who is Logan Paul is gonna fight. I think they should do another. I think Randy Orton's gonna be involved, obviously. I think they might do some type of like 6-man, 4-man
LA Knight or
battle
something.
royal. Yeah, throw LA Knight in there, throw Randy in there, probably throw like Bronson Reed in there, throw a bunch of guys in there, and then I think there'll be that type of match.
Can't bring Bronson Reed. I mean, Ken. He's Raw, right?
Oh yeah, I guess he is Raw, so they'll probably find someone else.
So I saw some things that were saying Bronson Reed's really upset with the Gauntlet match result. And then I also, excuse me, saw these rumblings that Bronson Reed was originally supposed to wrestle Seth Rollins at Elimination Chamber because Bronson Reed's also from from Australia. But then his wife had their baby early, so it's like he feels he got screwed out of the match at Elimination Chamber. Now he's getting screwed out of a potential match at WrestleMania. Just something to keep an eye out for that I've been seeing like rumblings of.
Interesting. I could
Yeah,
see that.
Sammy should have won it. I mean, he put up a good fight, but that game.
So here's how the order of eliminations went. It went Ricochet came out with JD. Ricochet pinned JD. Then Bronson pinned Ricochet, and then Zayn pinned everyone else. Reed, Nakamura, then Gable. Kind of lame.
I don't know what they're building with the Sami Zayn story. I mean, I just feel like it's not a good story there. Or not. He WrestleMania last year. He had.
Yeah.
Let's
I
give
put
somebody-
Sammy in that Becky Lynch category right now.
And he's
like-
your relative.
I know, right? Like
It's Becky
we've
Lynch
seen
once.
enough of them.
Yeah, I mean, I actually wouldn't mind seeing Bronson Reed take on. That was my first pick on that match. I really think I would have, as a fan, I wouldn't mind seeing Bronson Reed take on Gunther. I think that would be a really good brawl, beat the hell out of each other.
Gunther. I still like to see Gunther and Lesnar go at it. That'd be a fucking crazy
yeah.
match.
That would be a banger.
It would be. Well, do we want to look forward to next week? What do we got?
SmackDown Friday night. Let's go.
Yeah, SmackDown
Do
Friday.
they have anything that they want to bring up, wrestling, or whether it's just wrestling in general, WWE, AEW?
Well, AEW. If you're an AEW fan, Mercedes Moné debuted tonight. Woo! Nobody cares.
I watch AEW. Can't afford it. Can only watch WWE.
One thing I saw, I think I texted you, D-Way, about this. So I came across a video. It was Al Snow talking about it, a name I haven't heard in a while. And I completely agree with him. And I want to kind of get your guys' take on it. But he was talking about the recent spots that AEW has been doing and some of the mishaps and stuff. And he said at some point soon, or sooner rather than later, whichever, that they're going to have a death in the ring, just like WWE had with Hart when he fell from the ceiling. What do you guys think?
No, I saw what you were talking about. I go back and forth. One, I agree 100%, but also at the same time, Al Snow doesn't have a lot of room to talk because that dude, I don't want to say he invented hardcore wrestling, but he was getting bowling balls. Yeah, he was getting bowling balls thrown at his balls. I remember that specifically. He was getting thrown through glass. That part, I'm like, all right, whatever, Al Snow. But at the same time, it's wrestling. People are gonna die. I shouldn't say people are gonna die, but
get hurt or
people can get hurt. I mean, Stone Cold got dropped on his head by Owen Hart from a pile driver. So I mean, stuff's gonna happen. How people haven't died more in the ring is honestly kind of surprising.
I agree.
I saw that article and I kind of go back and forth because yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You got anything?
Play it safe. I mean, I remember watching that drop of Owen Hart. Just when they cut, like as soon as he fell, they cut and started talking. And it was like
it happened right here in Kansas City.
It's true, yeah.
I drive by the arena
crazy,
quite a bit.
But you know, we want to see blood. We want to see violence. That's why we enjoy it. How far can they take it? That's up to them.
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, I mean, if they're willing to do it, I guess, and get paid for it, who am I to say no or judge them, I guess, because I guess I'm a fan of it. If you want to freaking throw yourself into a bed of nails, do it. I'll just laugh at you and call you stupid. Which they've done at AEW. I don't know if you guys saw the bed of nails. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah, I watched. Remember, I watched Blood and Guts with you.
That's right. That's right. It was in Boston.
Very disappointing.
It was a kind of a letdown of a show. So, do we think has Gunther made the Intercontinental title more relevant than Seth's World Heavyweight title?
No.
You don't think so? No. I think this argument is made there.
The Intercontinental belt, I mean, was given because the guy could never give it. What was his name? It's like in the 60s or something. But yeah, I mean, it was irrelevant. It was just, I guess, second place. I was always in mind. You're second tier champion. You're not the world champion.
I think I'm gonna agree with Boston Mike. I don't think it's bigger than the world title. I think it's very close to being on the same level because of what Gunther has done with the belt. I think Gunther's the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time. I think that's easy to say, but at the same time, it's still a World Heavyweight Championship. My only thing with the World Heavyweight Championship is they made it look like a secondary belt to Roman Reigns. They should have never got rid of the World Heavyweight Championship to begin with. They should have just kept it because there's so much history around that title. So I don't think it'll ever be bigger than the World Heavyweight title. I think he's elevating it close, but just not quite there.
I agree. I always felt it was a stepping stone, you know. Ultimate Warrior got the belt. He moved to the champion. Macho Man, Stone Cold. Just naming off wrestlers in my years of knowledge of wrestling that who got the Intercontinental belt. No one never made it up to the next level was Honky Tonk Man. Neither one of you probably remember him.
I know Honky Tonk Man.
You do? All right.
Well, I know of him. I shouldn't say I remember him.
He looked just like Elvis, and he was a middle card fighter. You know, he would come in. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the best, but he never got to that next level because most people go Intercontinental, like boom, let's get the champion. Roman had the Intercontinental, Seth had the Intercontinental. So is it Gunther's turn to work his way into the Intercontinental, you know?
I think Gunther will be either the WWE champion or the world champion before the end of this year.
Right.
I predict it. I think he will.
Mm-hmm. I can see it. I mean,
eventually he's got to lose, though. He's got to lose the Intercontinental, I would assume, right? You can't put both Intercontinental and the world title on him, could you? I don't think so.
Warrior had it. I'm going by my memory. I know Warrior had it when he beat Hogan in WrestleMania. One of those WrestleManias. Maybe I'll edit something out, the right one in. But yeah, he beat Hogan and it was one of the longest matches. And he had the Intercontinental and he had the heavyweight. So yeah, with Hulk Hogan and that fight when he lost the belt. I don't know. I could look it up, but
All right, here's a good one, you guys. Has Roman Reigns became secondary to The Rock since his return? How you guys feeling about that?
100%. 100%. Past Friday night, their promo, they're talking. Rock, bah, 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 bah. I felt like Roman came in and it was pointless for what he had to say. He made no threat. There was no part of the story that Roman had to say. So I think Rock is definitely overpowering him right now. Because, I mean, who could really overpower The Rock with the mic? I mean, Sammy had a good hit. He dropped a little left hook. So yeah, Sammy had a good hit, but who can fight The Rock in a mic battle? I mean, it doesn't matter. He had it all.
Right.
What do you think?
Kind of where I was going to go with my opinion on it is, this isn't a knock at Roman Reigns, as big as he is, as big as everything he's done. Like, he's not The Rock. There's nostalgia there. There's what The Rock did as a wrestler in his career. No matter what Roman does, until it's the same time that it has been since The Rock left for him, The Rock's always going to be above him on TV, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that way too, and I think the only way to change that is to have Roman beat The Rock 1, 2, 3. Clean, no bloodline, nothing. But obviously that should happen at a later time. We don't want that anytime soon, in my opinion.
We gotta talk about that L that The Rock dropped the first night he was with the bloodline.
Yeah, I wonder what that meant. A lot of people have been
it's driving me nuts.
talking about that.
The L,
Yep.
So
they were Bubba Ray Dudley.
It was another
podcast. They're talking about that.
There was another sign he said something or did something. I can't remember, but kind of makes you think he might flip. I don't know.
I think he will. I do think he turns.
I always say buckle up and enjoy the ride, So what other rumors you got?
Here's one. So how we feel it. Well, I already know how Boston Mike's gonna feel about this. Next one. Should Triple H bring back the bra and panties match?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
No bra and panties matches anymore?
Oh, that's a shock coming from you, Boston Mike.
I know, right?
With time how it is, I think it's inappropriate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
They're already wrestling in bra and panties as it is.
No, those are tired. It's like the.
Hold on, let's rewind this back, Boston Mike, because if my memory serves me right, what did you say that you were gonna do when you watched Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch?
I'm gonna rub one out.
And now you're saying that you don't want bra and panties matches. Please explain.
Because what's the point of beating the hell out of each other to take your bras and panties off? I mean, if I want that, I can watch it on adult channels or go to the club. I mean, I don't know. I can't maybe find a definition of why I don't like it.
Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say we don't understand your logic.
Your logic.
I'm shocked as well as you are. All you guys are shocked right now. I am shocked too. Because if there was a bra and panty match, I'll probably be like, let's go get a snack. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's do something. Because it's irrelevant for me. I just don't. It's trashy. It's trash. Jerry Springer style wrestling.
Jerry Springer style wrestling.
I love the drama. We all love the drama. And what can be behind that. I want to see some. Let's pause it. What is it called? When a man and female unisex? Would that be the proper word?
Mixed gender tag team match?
I want to talk about maybe a mixed gender tag team belt. Like you get a male and female, because there's a lot of them right now that could be kind of a good duel as husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, or even just imagine seeing Dom and Mommy having a belt together. It's the
Dom and Mommy
mixed gender match.
Man, I was just about to say, if they do that, nobody's taking the belt from Rhea and Dom.
You can't be. I'm almost done.
Speaking of tag team matches, you guys
I can't.
remember that picture I sent you guys with Becky and Seth posing
Yeah,
naked in the belt?
yeah.
That was in
Yeah.
Becky's new book, I guess she released.
Oh,
It was
really?
like the first
Oh, really?
page in the book, yeah.
Good lord.
I guess you had to see that coming at the end of the
I
day.
wouldn't mind seeing that. Much as we said earlier, Becky Lynch, let's call it a quits. Let's hang up the boots. But, so, yeah. You say no, Mr. Literal, on the unisex belts?
Well, like you're talking about like the mixed
Yeah.
belts?
Okay. So you say no on the Miss Tags belt, Mr. Literal? What do you think?
No, I'm all for it. I'm just saying that if they do it, no one's taking the belts from Rhea and Dirty Dom. That's all. Like,
So if that's the case, sorry to interrupt, but if that's the case, are we gonna have men fighting women, or does a woman get tagged in? The opponent woman has
By
to
the
come
rules
in?
of what they do is, yeah, as soon as you tag your lady partner,
they should
you have to get out.
They should.
I mean,
this
come on,
hands
you
of
see-
E for everybody.
I don't know. I mean,
Nia Jax got RKO'd a couple.
That
years
is
ago.
true. E for everybody.
did you see Nia Jax get like power bombed by like Priest or
See her get
Razor's
RKO'd,
Edge?
man?
Yeah, arcade odor. You know, I'm just saying. I mean, if they can take it, and but what's that showing to the guys, man? Is it showing it's okay to wrestle a woman? Because it is in wrestling, even college, high school, amateur, whatever. There is women that are on the men's team to wrestle, so they can fight. They've been fighting since they started wrestling.
China's a former Intercontinental Champion.
That is true. That is true.
My thing, like, if they let the men wrestle the women, we would have the glorious moment of somebody like Bronson Reed giving Liv Morgan a tsunami off the top turnbuckle.
Well, I mean, Nia Jax already jumps on it.
He's gonna,
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be even funnier because it's Bronson Reed.
That is true. He's just gonna squish her.
or did you see Brock F5 in just F5 in Liv or any of them? Just,
throwing him into like the fourth row.
It'd be amazing.
I don't know. I think I'm
all
cool
for
for
it.
it. I'll
I'm
for
all
it.
for it. Let the
All
men
right,
fight
what do you
the
got
women.
next?
It'll be comical.
They announced that SummerSlam is gonna be in the shithole of Cleveland. Oh, sorry, the regular Cleveland, and I guess the Browns Stadium.
There you go. You can have your bra and panty match there.
Right.
Cleveland deserves
They
it.
can't because Deshaun Watson plays for the Cleveland Browns.
But
Here's an interesting fact I learned about WWE. Did you know that reptiles are banned from ringside?
what?
And that is because remember when
Yeah.
Jake the Snake bit someone in the ring? I forget who that was.
Macho
Man, I think.
Yep, I
Yeah.
remember watching that and hit him in the forearm.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to or something.
But I guess that's an official WWE rule. It's
Yeah.
reptiles are
I
banned
didn't know
from
that.
ringside.
Because I remember seeing some of the weirdest animals. I don't know if you guys, like obviously Jake the Snake, Coco Beware, he had his bird. What else we got? I remember Bad News Brown, I think his name was. He brought a giant New York sewer rat. There was a fight against Jake the Snake. And
What?
giant. Yeah, man, Google it. It was like a giant sewer rat from New York City against Jake the Snake's. Him and Damien was the snake's name. Yeah, but really, you don't really see after maybe the Golden Era. You don't really see wrestlers coming out with animals, really, right?
No, not really.
Not even like a dog. You see him like Cody walking his dog down the ramp, and all of a sudden the dog is like, I'm gonna take a shit. Sit right there, take a shit. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Or until someone like Austin Theory kicks the dog. And then gets PETA and called.
Fucking
Get
dick.
fucking.
You're the
Oh,
one that brought a snake. You brought the snake.
He was
to
supposed
the
to-
wrestling ring.
he
You
was
knew the
supposed to
chances
bring
you
it-
were taking.
all right. Watch it on I don't know if it's on Peacock or on Tubu's Dark Side of the Ring, but yeah, he was talking about the snake was only supposed to get like certain close, and they did it. The snake lunged at it. But yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
snake's
story.
fault.
That's what I think. WWE is just too classy for animals now. I mean, you guys watch AEW and the other ones. I don't. Is there animals in that?
Nah, I don't think I've ever seen an animal.
So
Certainly
it
not
goes
the
back
Dodgers.
to gimmicks are over, man. You're wrestling under your name, maybe persona, but no more gimmicks. I think right now, who's got the gimmick? Let's talk about that for a minute. I mean, we got Valhalla.
Yeah, the
Really?
Viking people.
That's really all I can think about for gimmicks. And the cups. What about?
I love the pancakes.
Not even Reign solo cups anymore. Ooh, I want some pancakes.
I think Xavier Woods still comes out with a trombone, doesn't he?
I think he does.
Yeah. It came out a month. I agree. Yeah, it came out like a month or so ago with the slide trombone. I can't. I mean, Judgment.
I mean, you could consider R-Truth a gimmick. He could be a gimmick, kinda. Just this whole character.
Or is just R-Truth being R-Truth?
I was gonna say, I think that might just be,
It's funny is he'll be.
What do you define as a gimmick? I mean,
yeah, right. Because technically, everyone's a gimmick in a sense, I guess. All the wrestlers.
Yeah, Judgment Day. Do you think Rhea goes to McDonald's dressed like that? She comes in stomping. Give me a Big Mac. You know, I don't see her doing that, or other wrestlers.
When she does that, maybe the ice cream machine will work.
No shit.
For
Supposed to
real.
get that hair in that. Valhalla's all I can think of right now. I grew up with a gimmick era, you know? Did you see her at UFC? McAfee couldn't name who her husband is. Did you hear about that? He's like,
yeah, because he's currently on AEW's roster. This Buddy Matthews. He'll probably go back to WWE when his contract is up at the AEW, I bet. Would that be interesting? Dirty Dom's out there with Mommy doing his thing, and then her husband comes back, and Dom and Buddy Matthews have a battle of custody Rhea match type deal?
It would be huge.
Right?
oh, I got a topic. Let's talk about Andrea, I believe his name is. Maybe join the Bloodline. You know what?
Yes.
I think we all agree on that. All of us agree on that. It doesn't fit the puzzle. It just doesn't. It's like they forced that piece in. I agree 100%. But he's not really on. JD's not really in Judgment Day. I mean, he did lose to R-Truth.
He did lose to R-Truth. That is right.
He's not supposed to be in it.
Well, the question though, I mean, if he joins the Judgment Day, does that just mean the Judgment Day is going to be together that much longer? Are they not going to break up anytime soon then? Because, I mean, why join if they're just going to break up soon, I guess I should say.
Maybe members go in a certain way. Yeah. Certain members go in a certain way to a different organization, maybe, or maybe take a time off.
I don't know.
It's up there. LWO versus Judgment Day.
I'm just saying. Damian Priest is Hispanic. Dom is Hispanic.
That is true.
Andrade is Hispanic. All of a sudden, we start pushing towards the LWO, and what does that leave? Rhea Ripley by herself with Finn Balor. Because they're not letting an Aussie and an Irishman in. Come on now.
No.
I can see Finn and Rhea being tag teams or being there. I mean, I like Judgment Day. Sometimes you got to root for the heel.
We all know you love Judgment Day.
Why? Why do I love Judgment Day? Watching Muhammad Ali for the first time fighting. I haven't fought him yet.
If you guys, Roman Reigns is going to be on Pat McAfee's show on Friday.
Ooh.
I probably won't watch it live, but I'll catch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah. The tickety talks.
Yeah.
I love Pat McAfee. He cracks me up. Pat McAfee cracks me up with his singing and dancing and jumping on the table, does the yeets, does the dance, does it all.
Right.
So, I did read a rumor that Michael Cole might be retiring.
Really? I did not see that.
No, I did see that rumor that Michael Cole might be retiring. Who would take his place?
Shoot, I don't even know, honestly.
CM Punk?
See, no. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't even know who they could put in his spot.
They're doing it so long. I mean,
yeah, you would have to pull somebody in. Maybe, I don't know. But essentially, he's the play-by-play guy of what would be like an NFL game. So
You gotta bring back Jim Ross if he retires.
Shoot, Jim Ross is still struggling these days. AEW pulls him in every once in a while, and he just sounds rough. He just like he'll call the match, but he'll be like a move behind, and you just be like, "Is the delay? Is it delayed or no?" He's just talking slow. They don't even have him doing whole shows. He'll come in for like one match and then call that one match, and then everybody will just wave him goodbye.
Comes out, waves a little hat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Booker T. I mean, names can go. You never know.
Booker T, yeah, I know he does a lot of NXT stuff. So
does he? Well, he does on main events. He does the pre-show.
Yeah.
What about John Cena?
John Cena would be cool. That'd be a smart move by WWE.
Too busy doing Oscars and
Pharrell being naked at the Oscars.
Too busy doing stuff like that for Cena. But can we see a female in that role with all the female fights we got? What about
that's honestly a possibility.
You know, Michael Cole retires and we bring in.
They did have a female for a while on the announce team. That Renee chick. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's John Moxley's wife.
Yeah, Moxley.
Yeah, she called Smackdown or Raw, one of them, for a good 6 months. I thought she was fine, but they obviously went separate directions. So
you think
they bring like Ronda Rousey back? I would stop watching effective immediately.
She's just fucking giving out arm bars while announcing.
I mean, for us, you know, I think announcing is a cool feature they have in it. It's very important to have in it. You know, they're narrating the story, or they really do.
What I like what they've done with the announcers is put a camera on them, kind of like how UFC does with like Joe Rogan. When the knockout happens, you get to see the same thing with Michael Cole and such. Yeah. I think that's a nice little touch.
Right, I like that. So yeah, then we're gonna have a new announcers. We'll find out.
We will. Let's see, 2 more potential names for the Hall of Fame. Someone got announced today. I never heard of them.
Yeah, it was that girl. She's on the game. She got inducted with a spike.
Thunderbolt. Yeah, Thunderbolt Patterson got.
She got inducted, and then I forgot what they were called, but the IRS, him and his tag team partner, Bernard Seister, whatever his name was, but him and his brother were tag team. If you want to Google that, let's get the right info. So but yeah, they got inducted because they had a little video on them getting inducted, and they were crying.
Supposedly, there is talks that Bray Wyatt could be inducted this year.
Well, that was his father. That was his father.
Well, yeah, his father got inducted. They're talking about Bray Wyatt himself to be inducted. Yeah.
You guys got to watch him a lot more than I do. So I've seen older fights or pay-per-views I'll watch and I'll see him. I mean, what kind of fighter was he? You guys got the floor with this one because I think you guys watched him more than I did.
D-Wade, you can take this one.
If I could compare him to anyone in the type of fighter, and The Undertaker, he was obviously not the same moveset or anything, but the aurora, the mystique, the moves he did, he was always telling a story. He wasn't just going out there and brawling with people. And he was good. He was a bigger dude, heavier set guy, but he could go. But he had that mystique, like kind of like the Undertaker did. He had those kind of vibes, but not like copying him or anything. He had his own style, his own thing he had going. It was cool. I liked it. I was a fan. Everybody always wants to know what Undertaker whispered in his ear that one day no one will ever know. It's crazy. I wonder what he said to that guy. Real interesting to find out.
We'll never know, right? Unless the Undertaker wants to tell us.
He probably said, "Acknowledge me," and walked off.
Did he say, "I'm passing the torch to you"? I mean,
probably something like that. Honestly,
I miss watching the Undertaker. He was awesome to watch.
It kind of sucks for Bray Wyatt because I think one of the few championships he held, he lost it in a squash match to fucking Goldberg. So mad, so stupid. Goldberg just came out, speared him, and that's pretty much it. Dumb.
Yeah.
Wrestler that needs to just go away. Goldberg. I'm glad he's gone.
Oldberg.
You know, we're a Goldberg fan.
He wasn't bad. He was just Kind of
He
over
was
Goldberg.
horrible. In the beginning, dude, he was horrible. I remember watching him in WCW.
Oh yeah, he's trash. He single-handedly pretty much ended Bret Hart's career.
I don't care about Bret Hart either. Never was a Bret Hart fan. I bet you Bret Hart was the biggest D-bag in the back.
Oh, I think he was. He came off. He seems like a very arrogant type person.
All right, so I think that should wrap it up for Raw. I mean, it was a great Raw, great show for some people, others that was horrible, whatever. So, what do you guys got coming up? Anything doing? Any projects you're doing on the social media? What do you say, D-Way?
Just go follow the TikTok page. We're doing daily content of the podcast on there. So maybe you're not a YouTube guy, maybe you're a TikTok guy, maybe you're a Twitter guy. I'm throwing them on Twitter. Well, X, we're throwing them on there as well. So wherever you want to go. As for me, I'm D-Way.
All right, Mr. Lidero, what do you say?
With the same, trying to take tidbits of this, throwing it up on TikTok, X, not Twitter. I got to get a little more active with it. D-Way's been crushing it, but go ahead and check us out there. I think I'm throwing up Instagram as well. And that's about it from me.
Just making the videos here, Boston Mike. You know, I got nothing really important coming up. I will just talk wrestling on the next one. So, Buckle up, enjoy the ride. Peace.
Enjoy the ride.